guys, how's it going? And welcome to another episode of
Mum
and Son. And as you can see, or maybe you can't, I don't know if the tan is still there, but I've been away on a holiday or vacation, as some of you may say. But today's episode, Mum,
let's talk about getting away and travel and, so how was your trip?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about the importance of just travel in general, but we might as well talk about my experience of it a bit, I guess, and things like that. Before, but my trip was really nice. For those of you who don't know, seriously, I went to Portugal.
Yeah,
and I went to Portugal. It was a really nice country, a very nice place.
Oh, beautiful,
and
beautiful
very
place.
Hot, very nice and very hot. And you would appreciate that if you're in England and the summers are full of rain.
Which is often, very often.
Exactly.
But wow, what an amazing opportunity to get away, have some sunshine. So what do you feel travel adds to our lives? Like we thought, let's talk about travel, but we're going to talk about it not in the sense of booking and going. It's in the sense of the value you get from traveling. And let's start with that, because I feel that once you get into the humdrum of life and into the things that you're doing, it's so easy to forget about getting away. You just think, I'll keep going. But, you really do need to try and get some time away. And you kind of work so hard that you probably, it's something you've neglected in the past. But, coming back from your trip, some of the things you were talking about made us think, well, you know what, let's share this with the viewers and listeners, and let's just talk about how important it is, not just to get away, but to be a part of a new experience, meet new people, immerse yourself in maybe a different culture, things like that. I
totally agree. I mean, from a personal experience, because I hadn't traveled for so long, it's been about over 2 years, I kind of didn't know how refreshing and how important it was going to be until I was out there. And as you said, because the culture is different, the surroundings different, you don't know the location like your own and things like that. It kind of forces you in some respect to be
out of your comfort zone.
And to be aware of, like, wow, this exists and this is going on. And it's almost like you have to embrace something new. You're forced to, because normally if you're in your own setting and your own comfort zone, you're not stretching yourself in that area. And I think sometimes it's easy for us to, as you said, you go in the humdrum, you end up like being in this automatic kind of autopilot mode. But when you're in a new thing and things are new, for me there was like a big awareness, like the sights and the sounds and things like that. I felt like alive, like, wow, this is a new experience. I'm really living and
you have to kind of be there. What I would describe as be there in the now. Like forget thoughts of whatever you have left behind.
Work,
or
bills, personal issues, or whatever.
Forget all that. This is a chance to like just put all that to one side and really immerse yourself in the experience. And but also, what is it? I feel there's a really powerful aspect to getting away about what it does to you as a person, how it makes you feel. It not just revitalizes you on the physical level, like you may have sunshine, sand, sea, getting into all that. Of course, that's beautiful. But
and for some people, maybe even if they go to cold places,
the mountains, the views.
But I know what you mean. On both sides.
On both sides, and even like if you're mountain climbing and you get to the top of the peak and you view things, or it doesn't matter where you are, just those experiences, what do you feel for you it did for you as a person? You know, like, you know, as an individual, and I'm just kind of getting at the kind of the inner aspect to this thing of travel, you know.
I think for me, it made me recognize and realize and remember how there's so much going on, and how there's so much to see and explore, and how there are so many things that you think you know, or this is what life is, or, you know, like, say if in a certain culture or something like that, we all have a certain view on a general level about life or about things or so on, or a certain sense of humor and things like that. But when I traveled and I went away and I had to embrace different cultures and things of that nature, I also felt like, wow, like, I'm trying things I never thought I like would. I'm seeing things that I never thought that I would. I'm speaking to people that it's like
you wouldn't ordinarily bump into them or meet them.
Sometimes you might learn a few phrases of the language and just try that out. But even that's a new learning skill. So it was almost like mixing a lot of things of like, wow, like when you expand or when you go beyond what you just know, there's even so much more to see. There's even so much more to explore. And if you do it right, and if you really appreciate it and make the most of it, you'll find that you grow as well, and your awareness or your point of view and your mind opens up to, oh my gosh, there's so much beauty, there's so many flavors or tastes or styles or sense of humors and cultures and that for me to explore, to see and do.
So the whole experience can help you kind of rise out of things that, you know, say if you're feeling down, if you're feeling low, you know, the travel experience can really get you out of that zone where, you know, you all these new experiences and things that you've spoken about take you as a person to another level, and you can find that the things that get you down or make you feel low, you know, you leave them behind as well. Not just your daily routine, but, you know, say if you kind of have a negative outlook on life and the things
like
you're
your
doing.
Kind of everyday
your everyday existence. And you're looking at it negatively and thinking, you know, when you go away, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to be, it can just be like, you know, a weekend thing, getaway, or anything, just
it could be that short or small, or it can be longer depending on who you are. But
just getting away in some way, you know, getting out of your home and being somewhere else in a different setting, can elevate you. And, you know, and I find, I don't know about you, but I find when you're in that situation that ideas start to come to you. You know, because you're freeing your mind.
Because you're so, because
so
you're in a totally different state of being, state of mind and everything. It's almost like the floodgate, to some extent, really opens up.
Because you become open, don't you?
Because you become more like open. Because, as you said, all of the emotional luggage and all of those things that you have throughout your day-to-day, you've left that back home.
True.
And it's almost like you're freeing yourself to experience brand new things, to create brand new memories, to be open to brand new ideas, because your perspective changes a bit, like and things like that. You're more open to like things. So,
and I also feel another aspect to it is that, you know, if you're away and say you have family or friends, it's a really great place or opportunity, as you mentioned there, about building new memories of, you know, reconnecting, building bonds, re-establishing bonds with, you know, those that you know, they're either part of your life or in your life in some way. But you know, because you're in the humdrum of life, you don't get to appreciate and value them as much as you can when you get away and you're both, or you not just both, or if you have family, you're all in a state of a different place. You can really rebuild bonds and, you know, build on those, as you said, those memories of being together, enjoying a place or a moment in time that later on you can look back on. And you can say, hey, do you remember when? It's part of your memories, and that's why, like, why I love experiences is because if you do something like go out and then go on a trip or go on a vacation, that's unforgettable. Those memories stay, even if you're a kid or, you know, if you're, you know, going somewhere with family or whatever, you can always look back and remember those things. But you can never remember what did people buy me. Those material things that are, you know, like gifts you give, things like that. You don't necessarily remember what they were, when and how. But often a trip is one of those things that you remember and you can reflect on, and the memories that you build are all so powerful to creating bonds, memories, you name it.
It's definitely true, and I like totally agree. I think the good thing about travel and the importance of it as well is that not only does it remind you and you get to experience and build new memories, have new experiences, it also reminds you of, like, there's more to life than things on what you know. Because I think sometimes as we grow, we say, okay, this is my career, this is the place I work, this is my relationship, this is this is the supermarket I go to buy my stuff, and this is the local town centre, wherever that I go and do things. These are my friends, this is my and that's it. But when you travel, that all exists still and everything, but you're transported to another place. You're also, like, adding now and to your life more. Sometimes for some people, it expands bigger. You add more value. And I can see why some people like to backpack, or some people like to learn a new language to open up new doors of communication and meeting brand new people and experiencing things. Why some chefs love to cook different cuisines from different parts of the world, and that, because you kind of recognize that you have to see things are more than just your little bubble. You kind of recognize that, and this is planet home, you know. It's your home, regardless of what country you're in or area. Fine, that's fine. But when you see, you know, this world you're on, if you got a passport or something like that, then you can pretty much go anywhere. Don't take that for granted, you know. Understand that that's a powerful thing, and it will open your mind, it will open your experience, it will even sometimes even transform you. Creating new moments. Because, you can go somewhere and be, you know, like there's people that go places and they're so overwhelmed and you know, they say some of them don't even want to come back, you know. But that's some people, because they're like, carve out a new, wow, like, you know, I can't believe that, like, they feel a affinity and something like a shift has happened. And that's what I like about it. Sometimes it disrupts the everyday thing, and it makes you aware of, wow, like there's more going on, and so on and so forth, and it just opens and expands you. That's what I think is the value. And if you have children and they do that at a young age, that's when children will really, you know, from a young age, know there's more to the world and know about different parts of life and experiences and cultures going on, and it's so important. Even if it's in a very small way, you know, to go somewhere different, you know, if you have kids, take them, you know, to the seaside or for a walk, or, you know, or to the parks or any little the landmarks, forests, mountains, whatever, riding bikes somewhere, anything like that is it adds to experiences and values, and I think that's one of the greatest things you can get out of it, to be honest. It is, and as you said as well, the experience almost like lasts a lifetime.
It is.
It really does.
It does, yeah.
As you said, it's almost like it's priceless. You can't put nothing on it.
Yeah.
But what it adds to you and the fact you get to experience it lasts longer than any
moment,
product could or something. You know, these type of things.
Yeah.
When you really travel, as you said, whether it's just for a weekend or a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, the experience you get, it does do something on a deeper level and stuff that lives forever.
It lives forever.
Yeah, it really
and
lives
lasts
forever. And it lasts forever.
In your mind, in your, you know, in how maybe even at times how you view life, how you view other people, how you view other cultures, valuing and appreciating what other people have to say, as well as what your own home kind of thoughts and feelings are. Yeah. So that's powerful. Like, you know, it's just, I guess this video is more really to do about encouraging people to kind of step out of the comfort zone, take yourself somewhere, have that experience if you can, and just, I don't know, revitalize yourself. Isn't it? It's a form of it's like rebooting yourself in some way.
It can rejuvenate you.
Rejuvenation. That's it.
It definitely can.
Rejuvenate yourself.
I think as well, you know, whilst you are blessed to have this life and stuff, you know,
make the most of it.
Experience it to the fullest. You know. And
because time passes by so quickly.
That's exactly it.
We forget, like, you know, you're working, and before you know it, 2-3 years have gone by.
Exactly.
And you could have easily
that's what even happened
gone without holidays.
With me, you know, it's been about 2 years or so. Yeah. I hadn't been anywhere.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like, a week away, great, whatever, but
you came back with so much more.
I got so much here that I still need to do. So, because sometimes you could either be in that point and position where you're like, what's important is whatever I'm doing every day. Like, I'll go on a holiday and stuff, but let me take care of the everyday things because this is my life, blah, blah, blah. But then when you go and stuff like that, and you leave behind all your work and all your whatever emotional baggage and all this thing and that, and you put yourself somewhere, and you've got to be in the moment, as you said, like wherever you are,
be there.
Be there.
Yeah. Being in the
you're
now.
Like, you're just overwhelmed, and you're like, wow. So I think that sometimes you could do it for not for so long, or it's been so long that you could be like, I can't wait until I do it. And there's some people that are like, it's just a holiday, but don't underestimate it.
Definitely.
Because it is an experience to know yourself more, but know this life and this world and everything else more as well.
Yeah. So it's also a form of you know, expanding yourself as a person and as someone who is growing, I guess, by the experience that you're going through. And, you know, that family element, that even friendship element is something also to savor, the value, the appreciation, and the whole experience with others.
And you know as well, because that's it, like, even from a young age, I know I was fortunate enough to travel a bit with family and so on, and it's been a great experience and everything else. And even sometimes some people just travel on their own, but they end up meeting people that they never
amazing.
knew.
It's
you
true.
know, even whether that's a relationship level, whether that's a friendship level, and even that then becomes memories with not families and friends they knew before, but new ones that they made. So that's the power of it as well.
It's true.
It's, you know, it's really
very powerful, and people go on and you know, to I don't know, it just expands you. It just expands you. That's all I can say.
It
like
does.
You know, the value, the experience is just, I don't know, it's just one big bombshell of newness that you have to kind of say, you know what, I need to do this more often.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think it brings curiosity.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, those films like, I don't know, Maze Runner or something like that, where they're stuck in a certain world or they're controlled in a certain type of like little area. Yeah. And it's like, if you go outside here, then it's dangerous and something will happen. But then someone in the film goes outside and they're like, oh wait, everything's fine, and then they want to explore everything else. And that's what I think it does. I think it's maybe a innate human nature
of exploration.
Of exploration, because we're exploring. We are
always exploring.
We're wandering. We're traveling. We're doing new things, and I think maybe there's an innate thing there that we really do find a connection with that. Because it brings up the curiosity.
And one thing, just before we end off, just you talking about, thinking about Portugal, those rocks, the sea, and all that,
and then the caves,
and so there also brings you a connectedness with nature. With so if you go to some places where you can see the stars in the sky, more than like when you live in the city, you just feel that connection.
It's true.
So you begin to understand the connection the ancients had with the stars and the scenery and the fact that they value the everything that's around them so much more than we do in this modern age, I guess.
No, it's absolutely true. I tell you what, and that's the thing, even on social media and stuff, when you see these beautiful places and things, try and make it your aim in life in some way to not just see it on there, but to go and experience it for yourself.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Even for me, when I saw the caves in Algarve, seeing it on social media, it was great. But when
they look beautiful, but in there, you're experiencing it.
The experience is something else. And I'm obviously not saying that to rub it in anyone's face or anything, but what I'm saying...
We're not travel agents here.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that, if you have the opportunity to travel and do things in some type of way, experience and do it, because you won't regret it.
Definitely.
You never will. But by doing it, I think you slightly change as a person in some way for the better.
Yeah.
By doing it.
Yeah. So guys, go out there. Change yourselves for the better. Go and experience somewhere or something new, and just
it reminds me of that saying when we talked the other day, where we talked about boats are safe in the harbour, but that's not what they're built for.
That's fantastic.
So when you see yourself in everything in your area, this and that, you can be comfortable
know that you can go beyond that.
Think there, but you probably wasn't even built for that, because as I said, this is your home, planet home, it's everyone's home. So, explore it, because it's waiting for you. And life is, when you go outside and you do things, you recognize life is waiting for you to
be explored.
To go and explore it and to go and enjoy it. So,
wow. So I hope you've enjoyed today's session, and whatever. If you found it to be of value, let us know. Leave some comments below.
And let us know where you've travelled.
Yeah, exactly. Where have you travelled?
Your experience on it, and how important travelling has been to you and stuff, and places that you want to go, and things like that. Let us know.
And if you want us to talk about any other subjects, let us know. And you normally do the ending bit, so
everything that she said, plus if you like this episode, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to be a part of the family, then subscribe and join. And that's pretty much it. And this is MumNSon, and we are done. So take it easy. We'll see you on the next one.